Well, I'd like to thank myself for that commercial break that I just put in there that I recorded myself. I don't know which company it was because that's how I record things, but
Oh yeah, perfect.
yes.
I was on the bus the other day. I heard some guy like talking to a friend of his, and he's like, "Man, Joe, I think is on Instagram having a conversation with himself because Joe, posted for his real estate company, then responded to it, then responded to his own response, then responded to that." And I was like, I think everybody on Instagram's having a conversation with themselves, really.
Evidently, I have an Instagram for myself that I don't remember making, and it has 300 and something followers, and I've never posted anything on it. So,
That being said, give us a follow.
yes, give us a follow.
On the gram, on the Facebooks, or on the Vimeos, or on the YouTubes, or on...
Yep,
yeah.
we've got multiple ways. Zach's got his stuff, I've got my stuff, and we've got our stuff. So we're going to do that. Right now, though, in the news, the EPA is taking suggestions and comments from the public on whether or not they should get rid of the Clean Air Act and something with radiation. I haven't looked too much into it because, frankly, the EPA right now is run by a fucktard that doesn't know shit and an establishment that... The fact that we've made it 100 days in this country still exists blows my mind, but... We need to, as snowboarders, one...
They have opened the phone lines.
Yes.
And this is their like, oh, we gave you the opportunity to write in. We gave you the opportunity to talk at town meeting. This is the big version of that where like...
Exactly.
If it doesn't go through, they're going to say, oh, well, we gave you this opportunity to write in.
Yeah, and we need to make our voices heard because... Frankly, if you do not believe in climate change, you have no right to be a snowboarder. It's there. You can see it. The 97% of scientists... Science!
All right, you know how you can turn a car on in a garage and close the windows and fucking kill yourself?
That's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. That's what that is.
Yeah, so
that's how that is.
We need to band together, make our voices heard, and come together as one to try to get this taken care of because... Frankly, I like living in an area that has snow.
It's my whole existence.
Yes, and I like snowboarding. I want to be able to do it when I'm 80 years old.
Yeah, there's the great Vulcan video, Luminous Llama, where there's no more snow.
Yes.
And people take this elixir that reminds them of what it was like. They live in this like post-apocalyptic world. And... such a good movie.
That is such a good movie.
Oh my god!
I haven't seen that in years.
The Luminous Llama, goddamn, so good. And but yeah, they live in this post-apocalyptic world. It's like Mad Max, and everybody's looking for this elixir that you take, and then it flashes to the parts.
Exactly. If you've seen Fury Road, that's what we have in store for our future. So
I heard this the other day from somebody, I forget who, but they go every kind of catastrophe movie starts with somebody not paying attention or giving heed to a scientist's warnings.
Exactly.
Everyone starts like this.
I'm sorry, but you're not going to pray away the carbon dioxide or monoxide or whatever it is that kills you. I'm not a scientist. I leave that.
Scientist?
I'm not a scientist. I'm a commentator. I make astute observations.
Excuse me, scientist.
Excuse me, Mr. Scientist. Can you tell me what I need to know? But
Bill Nye is back, and he is just touting on Netflix the need for a readjustment of our
priorities. But yes, so I'll put the link into the EPA form in the description, both on YouTube and SoundCloud, and hopefully by now we will get picked up on iTunes. We still haven't been picked up on iTunes, but make your voices heard. We need, because I'm a child of the early 80s. And, that was when, like, the EPA came in the late 70s and did the clean air and tried to do it. And I'm from New York. And if you look at the photos and the air quality and stuff, we need that better quality air. We need to do this, and we need to do our part to maintain what we're doing, as selfish as that is. I love snowboarding, but I understand that even if I die, like, I would like my friends that are going to live on after me to still be able to snowboard.
Absolutely.
And so we're being a little political here. Basically, just so everyone knows, fuck Donald Trump, even though I kind of laughed at the fact I knew he was going to win.
That was what on that Bill Nye thing the other day. It was like, we'll stop talking about climate change. if we can get the ball rolling,
Yes,
in
exactly.
it's like we'll stop bothering you as much about this,
Yes, exactly.
If we can get the initiatives running.
So let's all band together. Let's try to work together to get our voices heard. You can work with organizations like Protect Our Winners, stuff like that. If that's what you believe in, find what you believe in, and who you want to work with to help fight climate change, to help impact the country or the world, not the country, the world. Because we only have this one planet right now.
Yeah, it was Earth Day the other day.
Yes.
But it's Earth Day every day, really, folks.
Yeah, exactly. So, do your part. Don't litter. Recycle where you can. Snowboarders, by and large, it's kind of hypocritical to be sitting here saying...
We were just talking about traveling all around. Flying over here.
But the other thing is, Zach and I don't own cars. We don't own cars. We take public transportation. We walk everywhere. We skateboard. We do stuff. We ride bikes. And... I don't eat beef. That's huge right there.
There it is. Yeah.
Right there. That's another way to offset everything, doing that. And I'm more of a vegetable-based diet. I still eat meat, but I don't eat as much meat as other people. And figure out ways to impact your...
people, that's the thing is people think that, like, climate change, you gotta change. And it's like, just learn a little bit.
Yeah,
get a little knowledge
and that's
figure
the thing
out
that,
where you stand.
I know it turns people off to be like, we've got to do this, and they're exposing the big picture, but a lot of small things can actually add up. I look at Angry is a classic example. I did a lot of small things that have made a bigger thing, and that's the whole thing.
Right.
And I understand that, how to recycle my equipment, get the most use out of my equipment, do everything like that. If you got old equipment, rather than throw it out, you can donate it. I donated a lot of my old equipment to the Shred Foundation that gets inner city youth up on hill out of Beacon, New York. It's run by Danny Hairston, a friend of mine.
You can check out threadstyle.com, which is a local upstart that also upcycles.
You could upcycle your stuff. You could donate it to a cause. You get it out there, use it, stuff like that. Anything that helps offset your carbon footprint. The fact that I do take a free bus with multiple people to the mountain, or that when I was riding Breck, I would just walk to the chairlift. Stuff like that. The fact that I haven't owned a car since I was 22, and I'm going to be 35. That's 13 years. The beef thing is huge, though. I realized that we need to get away from our dependency on beef. Although I know some people will tell you it tastes good. For me personally, it was a health thing. That's why I quit eating. It wasn't an environmental thing, But, cutting back on meat.
It's an issue that's close to my heart because I'm the little brown boy from Captain Planet.
You're Kwame? You're way too tall to be Kwame.
I hit a spurt after...
No, I think they poured some toxic waste on you and you grew. But, yeah, so that's kind of my whole spiel is, like, if you don't believe in climate change and you want to argue it or anything, you can just go fuck yourself. I'm not even going to waste my time with that argument. I'm going to tell you where I stand, and that's it. Arguing with you is not going to change your opinion. So for those that are listening, let's work together to do this. For those that don't want to listen to it, fucking skip this segment. Go to something else. I don't really care. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not here to fight these people. It's like trying to argue with a Trump supporter. It's just not going to happen. They're fucking retarded. So, and that's that. So let's work together to try to make things better and figure out how we can make our industry and our segment of the world just a better place for everyone. Yeah, because
it was certainly a strange winter of snow, no snow in the beginning, humongous January, no Feb, 2 POW days in April.
No, this is how it went. We had literally drips and drabs of nothingness.
Till Christmas,
and then we got 90 inches in a week, and then January hit and we got 87 inches, and then we didn't see shit until maybe 2 good storms in March, and we've had a bunch of good storms here in April, and now that the resort is closed, and we're going to get snow for almost 10 days in a row, and you can see that, I talked to my mom, and it rained around Christmas in New York, where I'm from. We have a snow belt that's right by there. We have lake effect snow from where I'm from in New York. And my mom, the resort struggled. Even Big Boulder that sponsors the show, they got a 111-day season that they were open. And sometimes it would dump inches of rain and then they would turn to snow. And it's it didn't used to do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think we have to look at the historical data as well as how like climates naturally change. But we have expedited it, and we need to figure out how to lessen our impact. And that's why it's cool to see brands like Niche out there, or even Burton, Mervin.
10 Tree is like a clothing company that plants some trees. And
anyone that's trying to offset their carbon credit in some way, shape, or form that legitimately helps someone rather than just buying carbon neutral credits from an energy company or something like that. So there are ways to...
Oh, yo, and do me a favor and stop using fucking hand warmers, man. Just get some good gloves.
Yeah, straight up. Fuck those things.
What do you think those things are made out of? Not good shit.
No, they don't degrade that
easily. In the spring, you see them all over the place, just torn to bits, like little
Have you ever seen one catch on fire, though?
Do they actually light? Like, you can bring them camping?
No, they can self-light themselves on fire. Yeah. It does happen from time to time, and it's hilarious to see. It's like, ah! But, yeah, water bottles, that's another thing. Like, let's stop using one-time use
coffee
water
cups.
And, yeah, let's do that. Or if you are going to use this stuff. But there's ways to do it. Let's figure out how to impact it. I mean, by and large, I recycle just about everything I can and freak out if I have to throw something away because I feel bad about it. Compost, stuff like that. So that's my spiel. You got anything to add, Zach?
For the Earth?
Yeah.
It's the only one.
Yeah.
Love it or leave it is what this sticker says right here.
It says Earth, love it or leave it. I mean, it's not like we're going to Kepler 82 anytime anytime soon. So
we ain't got that kind of money.
No, that's so that's what we've got to say. And if you got any constructive comments, not trolling, because I know some douchebag is probably going to troll me on this.
Oh, we're gonna get
some hate, probably from a Trump supporter. But whatever.
You guys with your wearing hats, gonna talk about Earth.
You and your goggle tans.
Yeah.
You people trying to be nice. Well, not me. I hate everyone. That's how you have discrimination. But anyways.
Scientists. Science Day.
Shout out to anyone that went to Science Day in March. I'm proud of you. I'd like to...
Every day is Science Day, too.
Science is great. It makes the stuff that we use to build our snowboard equipment with.
Because I believe in science.
Science. She blinded me with science. All right. Well, we're going to end this segment then.
Nice.
Yeah. So
they went to Gremlin Games.
So we know that we've been kind of a downer in this episode. We're going to try to bring that up and talk about things that you should be doing. And Zach's going to eat some chocolate that I got for him. Fancy chocolate. But, yeah.
Righteously Raw is the name of this
Righteously
chocolate.
Raw, yes. It's probably GMO-free.
Raw, gritty.
Raw dog.
Speaking of raw and gritty, we're heading to Hood. I think I'm going to try to get out there for the May attack. I missed it last year. I got a little bit sick, but we're heading to Timberline in hopes of hitting the Glacier.
Yeah, you're going to go. Glacier. They've gotten a lot of snow up there. Actually, I got an interview coming up with Courtney Newberg, good friend of mine, who is the Windells camp director. I will be putting that up in a new podcast called Angry Asks. I did an interview with her, one with Mike Sears. Going to work with some other people and try to get some more of that up there. But yeah, it's almost glacier season here in North America. People will be heading up to Whistler Blackcomb, going to Mountain Hood.
Mountain Hood?
Mountain Hood. It's not Mount Hood. I like to call it Mountain Hood. Went up there a couple years ago with Marcus from Ask a Black Snowboarder, Jordan Zdanek, a few other people, and we had some fun shredding around. I mean, actually, the Spring Pass, if you're trying to extend your season, it's $109, I think. And that is good till Memorial Day weekend. That is primo bang for the buck. You can camp up there in the woods. And you can go to the Timberline Lodge of The Shining. The Shining. The outside, not the inside. The inside looks nothing like The Shining.
Right, sure.
That's actually from someplace in Colorado is where they filmed the inside.
Right. That's the Stanley.
The Stanley, that's it. Yes. Which is... But... Anyways, Zach's going to extend his season. I'm going to ride out the basin here probably till the middle of May, and then
we have excellent riding here in Colorado.
They're still sitting. They're still sitting on.
Is going to do some Copper Woodward summer.
Yeah, you can get a season pass there for.
It's $200 this year.
$200. They're open Saturdays and Sundays, and that's just the hike to park. But the basin will be open tentatively till June 11th, possibly longer. They're still sitting on a 60+ inch base right now. And with the storm coming in. So I'm going to ride that out till the middle of May.
Boom.
Finish up the product reviews. Then I got to take off my brother's getting married, and I'm going to Cuba.
Cool. My sister's getting married this year as well.
Oh.
So congrats.
Yes, congrats to your sister and my brother. But
Amen.
they're not getting married to each other.
Yeah, and also congrats to my cousin Shelly, who has just brought in a beautiful baby girl named Zoe. So we have another Z name in the family.
Well, we better get her
baby
a
girl Z.
Let's get her a snowboard.
Z girl.
We gotta get her a snowboard.
Yeah, definitely. We have some young snowboarders out there, including Jason Sakery's little boy. Helen and Jason's little boy was out just on closing day. He's 14 months old.
14 months.
But yes, as it's a continual thing, and we're gonna try to keep boarding, some summer boarding, in Hood.
Yeah.
Where it's camp life and do it up. And
when are you leaving?
Hopefully here at the beginning of May.
So you'll be gone about a month.
I think so.
So we'll probably be doing a call-in podcast.
You know it. Yeah, we'll be shooting hopefully some On the Hill episodes and
you can
transitioning into summer.
You can follow Zach at On the Hill, and so we'll try to do either some Skype or FaceTime or something.
Yeah, that we'll hook up with Courtney out there.
Yeah.
And I've been to Timberline Meadows, but I've never
you've been to Mount Hood Meadows?
Mount Hood Meadows. And I rode out there with Moses.
Have you ever been to Ski Bowl?
I've seen it.
I've seen Ski Bowl too. I've looked at
it. It's right there. In
I know. You drive by and look at that Alpine slide. And you just know that thing has claimed a lot of legs from people being drunk trying to ride it on a trash bag.
Oh no. But yeah, Hood. I'm excited. I've never been. They got a lot of snow this year, and we got a good squad from Summit heading out there.
Are you guys camping or are you getting
Jamal,
a house?
Nastia,
Luke and
Sonny, Veronica, and I think maybe Goldbeck's going out there. I know Ruby's going out there, and some of the Nightmare Squad, and some of the Sim Squad as well.
Sim Squad will be out there. Yeah, there's a bunch of people heading out there from here that we know, so that's good. You'll be able to get some filming. Just be prepared for wet. That's the only thing.
It's a wet scenario.
Just nothing dries. Get some tube socks and fill them with rice. And throw them in your boots every night. Just trust me on that.
That's a good move. I like that.
Yeah, everything soaks out there.
Oh, God.
So you need to be prepared for that.
Soak boys in the building. Oh, boy.
But if the spring is good and it's sunny up there, you can get 30 days of just sunshine glacial.
So fun.
It's absolutely
I'm hoping to get to Mammoth and Squaw as well, which will be open late because they got so much snow this year.
Well, if you go to Mammoth, you'll be able to run into my roommate Dylan because he's going to be down there training with the U.S. Olympic team or something.
Oh, that boy,
so
DT.
He'll be there, and then Squaw's saying 4th of July, possibly all year they're going to stay open because they got 700 inches.
Wow.
And they're still
that's right. There's going to be a year-round resort.
Oh, yeah.
That's something that's interesting in the whole ski world.
Well, Vail Mount up there in Pemberton or something.
In BC.
BC. But it's still 20 years out to build the infrastructure to get everything in place.
Jesus.
Yeah,
it's a selling point right now.
Yeah.
Year-round ripping.
Yeah, that's one of those things.
That's cool. I think it's cool that skiing and snowboarding is transitioning into realizing that summer is a legitimate season for their business. Warmer, softer, not a storm. There's a whole. We should keep going.
Well, that's the funny thing. People don't realize this. I've been to Hood enough times. I've seen it snow on the 4th of July at Hood. Yeah. And I'm not talking like a little amount. I mean, it dropped 7-8 inches, a heavy, wet, foggy snow there. So you got to be prepared for that. But yeah, Zach's going to keep the season alive. I'm going to go into full rehab mode.
I know. I am so tired and beat down. I'm excited to take it easy up there and just kind of kick it in the sun a little bit. Boy's tired. It's been a great season. I think everybody, and that's the funny thing is now in the season we do 100 days and it's just this great
100
mission. It's an endurance. It's like an endurance
100 days isn't even anything to me anymore. I've had seasons that are like 230.
Jesus.
Yeah. And it's funny. There's this guy that lives up here named Jonathan Buckhouse that has a YouTube channel, and his challenge to himself was, I'm going to ride 130 days and film it. And he made this big deal. And I'm like, 130 days, dude? I've hit 100 before the end of January.
Yeah.
It's if you really want it, my all-time record is 227.
Jesus.
Not counting summer riding. Not counting summer riding. So 227. And the damage, the toll that takes on your body, like I said I was cutting back this year.
Yeah, I know, right?
And everyone's like, oh, Avron's cutting back. Yeah, I'm going to finish the season at about 175. That's cutting back.
Bam, bam. Yeah, I'm just happy to be happy and healthy at the end of the season.
It's good, though. When you make it through a season and you're healthy, you feel like $1 million.
Yeah.
And that's...
You do. You feel like you're at the back end of a big race sort of or something, you know.
It's like a hockey season.
Yeah.
You know, you just played 200 games. You're just oh, God, it's over. Okay.
It's nice not to, like, oh, the boots can chill today. The vest can hang up today.
Yep, exactly. So that's kind of what we've got going on.
That being said, I can't wait to snowboard some more. And A-Basin fully going.
Right.
All kinds of split boarding is happening. The season is here now. And motherfuckers be getting after it. And then, you know, of course, Hood and Mammy and Squaw and, you know, snowboarding never dies.
It's true.
It never ends.
It never ends.
Like Noah, you know, it perpetuates.
Yeah, so let us know if you guys are going to be out at Hood for the spring. Maybe you can meet up with Zach.
It'd be great. I would love to meet some people out in the world.
He's the social one. I'm the antisocial one, so it's good stuff. But we're going to get out of here for this episode of the A to Z Shredcast.
Yeah.
And Zach's got a phone call from...
Much love to everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, guys.